The small coastal town of Harbor's End was a place where the sun kissed the golden sands by day and the gentle waves whispered secrets to the moon by night. But beneath the idyllic surface lurked a darkness that few dared to acknowledge, a darkness that had claimed the lives of those foolish enough to venture too close to the water's edge after sundown. I had heard the whispers, the tales of a monster that lurked in the depths of the ocean, its hunger insatiable, its thirst for blood unquenchable. But like so many others, I dismissed them as the fanciful imaginings of superstitious minds, until that fateful night, when I came face to face with the truth. It was a warm summer evening when I found myself drawn to the beach, the sound of crashing waves calling to me like a siren's song. The moon hung low in the sky, casting a silvery glow over the deserted shoreline as I walked along the water's edge, the sand warm beneath my bare feet. As I gazed out into the darkness, a chill swept through the air, sending shivers down my spine. I felt a sense of unease settle over me, a feeling that I was not alone on the beach. But I brushed aside my fears, telling myself that it was just my imagination running wild in the moonlight. But at that moment, I saw it, a shadow moving beneath the surface of the waves, dark and sinuous, like something out of a nightmare. My heart skipped a beat as I watched, transfixed, as the creature emerged from the water, its eyes glowing with an otherworldly light. I wanted to run, to flee from the horror that stood before me, but something held me in place, rooted to the spot as if bound by invisible chains. I wondered if it was just a trick of the light and shadows from the nearby cliffs. But suddenly all of my doubts disappeared as the creature rose from the waves and loomed over me, its scaled skin glistening in the moonlight, as it studied me with a predatory gaze. I could feel its hunger, a primal instinct that sent a shiver down my spine as I realized that I was nothing more than prey to this monstrous creature. And yet, despite the terror that coursed through my veins, I couldn't tear my eyes away from its mesmerizing gaze. With a sudden surge of movement, the creature lunged forward, its razor-sharp teeth gleaming in the moonlight as it reached out to claim me as its own. I closed my eyes, bracing myself for the inevitable end, but instead of pain, I felt a gentle touch, a caress as soft as the ocean breeze. Confused and disoriented, I opened my eyes to find myself alone on the beach, the waves lapping gently at my feet as if nothing had happened. Had it all been a dream? A trick of the mind brought on by the darkness and the pounding of the surf? I wanted to believe that it was nothing more than a figment of my imagination, but deep down, I knew the truth. The monster that lurked in the depths of the ocean was real, and it had spared me for reasons unknown. As I made my way back to town, the memory of the creature haunted me, its presence lingering in the back of my mind like a shadow waiting to pounce. I tried to warn the townsfolk of the danger that lurked just beyond the shoreline, but they dismissed me as a madwoman, a fool grasping at shadows in the darkness. My nightmares told me otherwise. Night after night I relived that moment of fear, face to face with the monster waking up covered in sweat with my heart beating fast. I knew that I had seen the monster, that night, with my own eyes. I had felt its breath upon my skin. And though I may never understand why it spared me on that moonlit night, I vowed to never forget the terror that lurked beneath the waves, waiting to claim its next victim.